Hey, what's up guys, Jackson here with Toasty DIY, and today we're going to be unboxing and using the Fanttik E1 Next workstation. Let's go ahead and open her up. So this workstation comes in at just a little under $100, and as the name implies, yes, this is supposed to be an all-in-one solution, an all-in-one workstation for any of your micro components or just electronics in general. So we get the whole entire case in one assembly. We get a anti-static wrist rest right here. This is for when you're working on delicate components that are prone to ESD shock. You just put this on your wrist, connect to the component, and then you're grounded with the component. This is our charger for our drill, and this is USB Type-C to just normal USB-A. And now, of course, for the actual toolkit, and now for the grand reveal of the actual workstation toolkit. All right, so that's magnetic. Ooh, look at that. So we have a really nice grid system work mat that is completely magnetic. All right, and now the kit will open up. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this sideways so we can get everything in shot. So here's our nice little leather mat that is really soft. It's almost like microfiber on one side and a leather material on the other. We can go ahead and remove these inserts here because this is a fully magnetic tray that actually, as you can see, keeps them sorted too. There's actually little notches cut out in the magnet so you don't have to worry about your bits flying around. Yeah, look, in here we actually have a little storage compartment too with separate little containers even, so you can put little screws and other things like that. This is actually a magnetizing station right here, so if any of your bits lose their magnetism, you can actually stick them in here to be able to make them magnetic again. We get quite a few of these plastic spudging and opening tools. So I call these the guitar picks. These are really great for getting inside of bezels and screens and other things like that. Really anything that you don't want to absolutely mar up, these are amazing for that. And then of course we have a total of 64 different bits here that will all fit inside of our electronic screwdriver, which we'll get to in just a minute. But first I want to go ahead and go over this side over here. And as you can see over here, this is where we have basically all of our other tools. We have a suction cup mount. This is great for getting screens off of phones and tablets. You just basically stick it down and then you can pull your screen up instead of having to try to get your fingernails or something like that underneath it. We have a floppy extension bit. These are really good for getting in tight spaces and around corners. And as you can see here, we have about 5 more plastic spudging and scraping tools. We actually have a few different sets of tweezers in here as well. Very nice tweezers, I may add too. They're obviously all metal. This one here is a very, very tiny precision tweezer set. We also have a jimmy tool. They even give us some tight space tweezers here. These are always really useful. As you can see, you know, if we got a really tight space, you can get these in there. This is also a really good tool. A little less delicate than our plastic pieces, but sometimes when you really need some serious force, this is great because you're not going to be able to do that with some of these plastic tools without completely destroying them. And now, of course, the star of the show. So as you can see, I just removed one of the peels. You should be able to press down and yeah, your screwdriver actually pops out. So this is a screwdriver slash drill, if you want to call it. It has a reverse and a forwards. It has a high and a low setting, which you can change right here. But as you can see, forward and reverse, we have a lock setting where you can get up to 3 Newton meters of torque. We have a low and then a high, and these are very, very low torque ranges, which is really great for doing a lot of precision work where you don't want to break things. Let's go ahead and see if this thing has any charge. It does. So it spins at about 200 RPM. It actually does have some LEDs on it, which is really cool. That is our low setting, and let's go to high. So that's high, low. So they spin at about the same RPM. It's really just about the torque. But whenever you're doing precision jobs like this, you really want to have some type of clutch or a way to make sure that you're not stripping out screws or even breaking them off inside of the component. And then obviously we have the lock position where you can use this just like a normal screwdriver. And I just can't get over how handy it is. I'm going to go ahead and put my bit back, that I can just take this when I'm done, and it doesn't even matter the orientation. You just pop it in there, and it completely stays in, ready to go. Just pops out just like that. So that is super cool. Now, I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate putting the kit back together. So whenever you're done working on everything, you just take that. You just go ahead and put this leather piece over, fold your toolkit, everything's magnetically in there, so you don't have to worry about anything coming out, and then boom. You're now ready to go on the move again. Alright, I have an old graphics card here that I actually need to take apart to do some thermal repasting and check on the thermal pads and also do some dusting. So I'm going to go ahead, get my kit open off to the side here, and we obviously have to test our screwdriver. I'm probably going to be starting with something like a PH1. We'll see if I can actually undo these.
But the issue with it is the fact that seriously bad artifacts.
One of our spudging tools to go ahead and kind of break apart the thermal pads that are back here. So as you guys can see, with this Fanttik kit, we were able to make really quick work of an old graphics card, taking apart those PH1 Phillips screws, and honestly with the 64 bits, there's pretty much endless possibilities of things that you can work on. So we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you check out Toasty Bros and also Toasty Clips, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.